Marine boot camp is extremely challenging, both physically and mentally, and considered to be tougher than the basic training programs of any of the other military services. All recruits go to one of two locations for basic training: Recruit Training Depot at Parris Island, South Carolina, or Recruit Training Depot at San Diego. Where recruits go depends largely upon where they enlist. Those who enlist west of the Mississippi will likely go through boot camp in San Diego, while those in the east will attend at Parris Island. Stay around to the end to find out more about how new recruits survive. All Marine recruits start their training at the Marine Corps Recruit Depot, MCRD. This is where America's young men and women are transformed into Marines. Some believe that Marines are forged in a furnace of shaped hardship and tough training. Shared, intense experience creates a bond so strong between Marines that nothing can stop them from accomplishing their mission. Marine Corps recruits are trained not only physically, but mentally and morally as well. Forming the bedrock of any Marine's character are the core values: honor, courage, and commitment. By incorporating these values into recruit training, a Marine is not just a basically trained, morally conscious Marine, but also a better American citizen who will return to society after their service. Marines, both active and veterans, say recruit training was the most difficult thing they ever had to do in their lives. It has to be that way to prepare young men and women to be part of the world's most elite fighting force. Upon arrival at MCRD, a new recruit begins a 3-phase training program, a virtually non-stop journey that results in the transformation from recruit to Marine. The first phase is the transition from civilian to recruit, and it takes place at the MCRD, where recruits undergo strenuous physical training, martial arts, and classes on such areas as Marine Corps history and first aid. A recruit's first stop is called recruit receiving. This is where recruits spend the first few days of their recruit training experience. This is where they receive their first haircut and initial gear issue, which includes items such as uniforms, toiletries, and letter writing supplies. During this time, they also are given full medical and dental screenings and take the initial strength test. The test consists of a 1.5-mile run, sit-ups, and pull-ups to test recruits to see whether they're in shape to begin training. Recruits will learn the Marine Corps value of honor, courage, and commitment. The rest of this phase is spent learning weapons handling from trained experts and completing the confidence course. The second phase starts when recruits move up north to Edson Range Weapons Field Training Battalion and hone their close combat skills and master marksmanship training. Every Marine is a rifleman first and foremost. It is during this time they will develop proficiency and confidence with their weapon. During this phase, they spend most of their time conducting field training and rifle qualifications. Recruits undergo gas chamber training, the field firing range, and the crucible event. For the third phase, recruits move back to the depot, where they undergo swim qualifications, a defensive driving course, testing of Marine Corps history, first aid, physical training, drill, inspections, and finally, family and graduation. Special note, during basic training, trainees can receive mail, but nothing else. So please ask friends and family not to send gifts or supplies. Also make sure your mail is not addressed to Marine or private. This is a title recruits earn after successfully completing training. The following are descriptions and details about some events listed above. The Corps' core values are honor, courage, and commitment. These values comprise the bedrock of a Marine's character. During your training, you are taught these values and the numerous others attached to them, such as integrity, discipline, teamwork, duty, and esprit de corps. Drill instructors, recruit training officers, and Navy chaplains teach specific classes about core values, but drill instructors also will talk one-on-one with you after other training events to see what values were learned and how you were affected. For example, a drill instructor might talk about overcoming fears after rappelling or not giving up after a long march. The confidence course is an 11-station obstacle course, which helps you build confidence as well as upper body strength. You will tackle this course twice during your 13 weeks of training. Physical training, or PT as it is often called, comes in many forms. Recruit training uses a progressive physical training program, which builds up recruits to Marine Corps standards. Recruits will experience table PT, a period of training in which a drill instructor leads several platoons through a series of demanding exercises while he demonstrates on a table. Recruits also will run, either individually or as a platoon or squad. Other PT consists of obstacle courses, circuit courses, or 3, 5, or 10-mile conditioning marches. Marksmanship training teaches you the fundamentals of marksmanship with the M16A2 service rifle. This training takes place over 2 weeks, the first of which is called Snap-In Week. During this week, recruits are introduced to the 4 shooting positions: standing, kneeling, sitting, and prone, and a primary marksmanship instructor, PMI, shows how to fire, how to adjust rifle sights, and how to take into account the effects of the weather, etc. Recruits also have the opportunity to fire on the indoor simulated marksmanship training machine. During the second week of marksmanship training, recruits fire a known distance course with ranges of 200, 300, and 500 yards. Be prepared. Rifle qualification will be on Friday. Field training introduces you to field living and conditions. During the 3-day field training evolution, you will learn basic field skills, from setting up a tent to field sanitation and camouflage. Also, during the field training, you get the opportunity to go through the gas chamber. FFR is a portion of training devoted to firing weapons in a field condition. During marksmanship training, you learn how to fire at a single target while in a stationary position. During FFR, you learn how to fire at moving and multiple targets while under low light conditions and wearing your field protective gas mask. Combat water survival training develops your confidence in the water. All recruits must pass the minimum requirement level of Combat Water Survival 4, CWS 4, which requires recruits to perform a variety of water survival and swimming techniques. If recruits meet the CWS 4 requirements, they may upgrade to a higher level. All recruits train in the camouflage utility uniform, but if upgraded, they may be required to train in full combat gear, which includes a rifle, helmet, flak jacket, and pack. Drill is the basic way in which platoons march and move from place to place. At first, you will practice by just staying in step with the rest of the platoon and the drill instructor. During drill training, platoons also will compete in 2 drill competitions. Drill mainly is used to instill discipline, team pride, and unit cohesion. Family Day and graduation take place on the last 2 days while on MCRD. Family Day occurs on Thursday and gives new Marines a chance to see their family and friends for the first time during on-base liberty. Graduation is conducted on Friday at the completion of the transition phase. It is a formal ceremony and parade attended by family and friends and executed on the parade field. The objective of recruit training is to produce basically trained Marines who have embraced our core values and legacy. They should be the epitome personal character, selflessness, and military virtue. Every Marine should leave Parris Island with a mastery of the areas of discipline, character development, military bearing, esprit de corps, Marine Corps common combat skills, and combat conditioning. Recruit training is inherently stressful for the young men and women who come to Parris Island. They will face a demanding change in lifestyle, acculturation to a military routine, and a fear of the unknown. This training environment has proven to be effective for generations of Marines. Marines who are shaped by their experiences and rigorous training are instilled with the traits to make them better citizens and prepared for the challenges of military life. Recruit training must remain demanding, formal, and challenging in order to achieve the desired end state, making a basic Marine. These basic Marines must be instilled with the discipline to obey orders, respect authority, and uphold our warriors' ethos. The recruit training matrix has a schedule of what recruits will face each day through all 13 grueling weeks of training on Parris Island. Do you still want to join it? Think once before moving ahead. Give a thumbs up to this video and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this.